Welcome to the brand new Draymond Green Show YouTube channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our content. As we know, as great as Team USA is, the talk of Team USA has been what? The playing time, the substitutions. With Jayson Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton not playing a single minute in game one, which was crazy. Like, you just don't not play Jayson Tatum in game one of the Olympics. Because pretty much what that is saying is, if I get Jayson Tatum in for 9 to 11 minutes, because no one's looking at the minutes like, oh, this guy played less. Like I said to JT, no, when you win a gold medal, no one cares who scored the points. No one cares who played the minute. Did you win a gold medal or did you not? That's what it boils down to. Did you win a gold medal? Did you not? However, you don't not play Jayson Tatum. That man just won NBA championship, cover of NBA 2K, cover of Sports Illustrated saying cheers. Just signed the biggest contract in NBA history. Oh, and by the way, your reward is sit down and don't play in the first Olympic game. Now, if you watched the exhibition games, JT didn't play well in the exhibition game. I don't care. Like, it actually doesn't matter. And so I was a little taken back by that. Like, there's usually always 2 to 3 guys on the Olympic team that don't play many minutes, just kind of how it shakes out. If you're coming into the game one of the Olympics against a Serbia team that can't compete, like Joker's great, and it stops there. Like, no one else can compete at the level except Joker. So, like, love Serbia as a country, but they can't compete with Team USA. And we know that. Like, just watch. I mean, we've seen it a couple times now, actually, but I've been through this. So when you're going into that game, my thought process was, if you're not going to play 2 guys, the 2 guys you're probably not going to play is Tyrese and Derek White. Reason being, Drew is great in this. He moves the ball, he attacks the paint, breaks the defense down, then he drives and kicks. He make all the hustle plays. He's defending the best guard. That's what Drew does. So Drew going to play. Obviously Steph playing. Obviously Ant-Man playing. D-Book has been the X factor. So when you start looking at the guards, Steph is Steph. Ant-Man is more special than everybody. Drew has already won a gold medal, so he knows what it takes. He knows what has to be done. Jayson Tatum has won a gold medal. He knows what it takes. He knows what has to be done. And in 2021, when we won the 2020 Olympics, but it was in 2021 for those that forgot, pandemic pushed it back a year, 2020 Olympics. Our team, our offense was built around Jayson Tatum and Kevin Durant. And it was almost kind of set up as though like KD was passing the torch to JT to now take it, because at the time, I don't think Kevin's mind was set on Paris. I don't think really anyone was looking at Paris. You're coming out of a pandemic. No one's really even thinking about it. Like, but I think there was kind of this like foregone conclusion or thought that like, yeah, like he's passing the torch to JT. And then JT come out and not play. I couldn't believe that. But in not playing him, it was wrong. We all know it was wrong. He should play. He didn't, but he should have played. So it was wrong, and we know that. What I don't like about it is, now to me it feels like a cover in my tracks, like proving a point type thing, to where like, oh, now Joel's out of the lineup. And then today Drew didn't play. And I'm sure it's part we could rest the ankle a little bit, but it's part we got to not play someone. And quite frankly, I don't like it. Like, Come up with a rotation and stick with it. These teams aren't good enough to where we're trying to match their lineup. They got to match our lineup. Like, we're not matching their lineup, by the way, because we got the best players in the world. We're going to match their lineup anyway. With whoever we got on the court, we'll be fine. So the whole, like, match their lineup or, this guy out of the lineup, I disagree with it. We're already a team of individuals that essentially come together for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and then we go back to our lives. And these teams been together for 5, 10. Spain's case, Rudy's played in 6 Olympics. Rudy Fernandez, 6. I think Batum's maybe in his 4th Olympics. I think Rudy Gobert is in his 3rd Olympics. These guys been playing together forever. So they already have the continuity, familiarity amongst each other, amongst their teams. They already have that. We don't have that. But we're so much better than everybody that it kind of doesn't matter. But once you find the rotations are what they are. Let's not combat the mistake that Jayson Tatum was out with. Oh, no, this guy isn't playing. Now that guy isn't. Like, what are we doing? And so I actually totally disagree with that. I think we know if Joel's going to be out of the lineup, then Joel's out of the lineup. But then you start the next game. Like, what are we really doing? I don't get it. Like, it's one of those things to me that feels like, man, we got to keep everybody happy. And in turn, everybody ends up unhappy. That's what it feels like to me. Then KD's coming off the bench, which I'm fine with. KD is KD, and if KD want to start, KD should start. But like K came out and said, and K is in his 4th Olympics. 12, 16, 20. Yeah, K is in his 4th Olympics. So with him being in his 4th Olympics, he's seen it all. He ain't tripping. Like, I've seen it all. I've started. I'm the leading scorer. If I'm coming off the bench, who cares? All right, fine. So he ain't tripping. Cool. So that's one less guy in the star lineup that you don't have to worry about because he is in the star. He's cool with not being in the star lineup. Because if he wasn't cool, he'd be in the star lineup. It's Kevin Durant. So, like, just lock the lineups in. The whole switching this guy out, now this guy ain't gonna play this game, that guy, like, what we doing? So I totally disagree with that. And as I said, just from the outside looking in, it just comes off as like we made a mistake as a coaching staff, as opposed to just the mistake that we made, this is what it is and moving on. You now combat it with, all right, now this guy ain't playing. JT goes from out of the starting lineup, out of the rotation at all, 0 minutes to the start lineup. That don't make him feel good. Because then it's like, oh, this is the story. Now I'm all of a sudden in the starting lineup. I'm Jayson Tatum. Like, it's almost like, oh, I'm giving you this so you don't feel bad. Like, that don't make him feel good. It actually, I'm sure it probably made him feel worse about it. Like, oh, now I'm starting. And so I just disagree with what's going on with the lineup stuff. Like, get the lineups, lock the lineups in, lock the rotations in. We know who's starting, we know who we go, and go with it. But somebody else in the lineup today, Nuke got him. Again, we're good enough to get away with it because we're just more superior than everyone. Team USA basketball, best in the world, bar none, no question. So we get away with it. But just because we get away with it don't make it right. And I think it's wrong. I totally disagree with it, but we 3-0. But guess what? If our rotations were locked in, you know what our record would be? 3-0. Because we're just better.
You know the beautiful thing about being a sports fan? There's only like 2 days the whole year without a game. 2. With so much happening and so much action, that makes just about every day game day at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. It really couldn't be any easier or any simpler. Baseball, golf, UFC, there's something for every fan of every sport to bet on DraftKings. And I know it's early, but football season will be here before you know it. And the Kansas City Chiefs are currently the favorite to win the Super Bowl on DraftKings at plus 550. And if you're new to DraftKings, you got to check this out. New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code HOOPS. That's HOOPS. That's code HOOPS for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.